returning here. I think he'll run well. 7 Half a Hope, and then I've got the 10 Crymenotears in. Probably should elevate her on what I'm seeing on the board, but I just assessed her as, you know, maybe a place chance here. 2, 9, 7 and 10.
Bit of money for Kalpana now. 16's into $9 there as well. Well, I'm 2, 10, 9 and 7. With Mary Me clearly on top. I think her form's terrific for something like this. You go back to when she won a maiden. She beat Canadian Dancer, who's since won a maiden and probably should have won her next start here. Then she beat Collet Spirit, who's had a spell and came back and won a couple of races here since. I think it's really good form, and although there might not have been massive depth to that race the other day when she beat Cool Lad and Mashani Untamed, she did it the hard way. Although I will say one thing, they went so hard in that race that the winner and I think the third horse, Mashani Untamed, I think Mashani Untamed was last. She was second last on the turn. So it was sort of set up for a back marker. Cool Lad was the only one that raced on the speed that was able to hold on in that race. But gosh, we're talking 5 horses. There's 1 maidener in it, and 2 of them haven't proven themselves at the trip yet. So it is interesting.
Yeah, and she's not straightforward. There's a couple. She's put in a couple of ordinary ones for no apparent reason. I think she likes to do her own thing. Yes. When she wants to go, you've just got to go with her. So, very interesting race. She's $2.05. So she's going to run the warm favourite, but that is a massive drift. All
right, here's Josh for the call of race 8.
Mary May will complete it. So Mary May walking up, and the field now right to go for the 8th of the afternoon. 1400. And we're right to run. Red light. Field of 5. Off. They jumped as 1. Half a Hope. Crymenotears going forward. She's got the lead away from Half a Hope now. Third early doors is Kalpana. Mary May 4th the outside, and that's a miracle. 5th and last of all. So Crymenotears over the back. Fired up. Shot clear by 5 lengths now from Half a Hope. A length and a half away third, Kalpana. That's a miracle 4th, and Mary May 5th the outside. So very heavily back, Crymenotears going very, very hard, led by 8 lengths now from Half a Hope and Kalpana. A length and 3/4 to Mary May. That's a miracle. The fences last of all. So Crymenotears for Thompson, led by about 6 or 7 lengths here. From over on the outside, Kalpana in second. Third, Half a Hope, and Mary May 4th the outside. And that's a miracle's last of all as they approach the home turn. So can she keep going, Crymenotears? Led by 6 lengths still from Kalpana. Outside Half a Hope. Mary May's going forward 3 wide now. Out in search of the leader. That's a miracle's last of all at the 350. So Crymenotears by 3. Mary May's making ground. Half a Hope back nearer the inside. And Kalpana further back. And that's a miracle's at the tail. Crymenotears still the leader. Trying hard the inside as Half a Hope. Mary May the outside. Kalpana between them. Crymenotears still the leader. Half a Hope can't get there. Kalpana, no Mary May, but it's Crymenotears heavily back then will win. Crymenotears has won it well in the end from Kalpana grabbing second just ahead of Half a Hope. Mary May 4th in the end, and that's a miracle has pulled up at the tail. Well,
there you go. Crymenotears ended up running at $3.40 on the QOP. Has been able to lead them a merry dance. She seemed to take off, didn't she?
She bolted, I think, Maxie.
Yeah, and that was a good thing.
It was a good thing.
Kept up the strong gallop. Kalpana has run really well to get second. Fresh up today. Half a Hope holds third, and then no show from Mary May. Maybe she was anchored there under the 59, but she looked a big chance at about the 300 metres mark, but then all of a sudden she was under all sorts of pressure and just didn't go on with it at all over the final 200. And just when Crymenotears, you know, we were thinking maybe she's going to get a bit tired. 1,400 metres going pretty much flat out. She was going to get a stitch, but she didn't. And under her lightweight 54, she's been able to run fast all of the way in 124.55. Gee, 33.60 the last 600. So that's been a super performance by Crymenotears. Just looking at that sectional split as well. 10, 9, 7 and 12. The margin was 3 1/4 by a head.
All right, thanks, Maxie. Yeah, Rob Heathcote joins us for a chat now. And, do tell us, Rob. You said you've done something wrong.
Oh, look, I honestly believe I've been training her wrong because she showed a bit of speed early days, and she won a short course race. And I thought, oh, I've got a nice little tidy sprinter here. And her half-sister's that horse that Matty Crop's got, Spirit Love, or the one in town over 2,200 metres a while back. And I kind of thought, well, look, let's just... She can be anxious and nervous, and she's sort of half pissed off on him. But she came back to him, and then he held it together, and I really think the staying prowess showed through the fact that she can get 1,400. I'm going to try and get her out over a mile and further if I can get her to settle and relax. But look, at the end of the day, Ben's won. He was out in front. He didn't panic. He didn't fight her. He let her roll. She came back to him nice. He saved a bit in the locker, gave a nice kick, and just want to know whose money it was to shorten it up. It wasn't mine.
It wasn't yours, because she did shorten up a lot as well. What we are seeing with these Spill the Beans as they mature, solid 1,400 mile form.
Oh, they're tough horses, and Ben and I talked about that. Ben had been on her before and he'd seen her, and we actually said, I told Ben in the story, I said, mate, I think I've been training her wrong, and I think 1,400 mile is where we're going to head. I don't know, he'll tell me in a minute.
Let's have a chat to him now. Well done, Ben. And she did look as though she took a little bit of charge there in the early and middle stages.
Yeah, it was more she just wanted to hang off the track. She's had a habit of doing it as a young horse. And before she broke her maiden, she lugged out really badly here one day, over 1,000 metres on the turf. And from all reports, she'd been a lot better in her track work, but whether it was on the synthetic the first time and not happy about it, she gave me a horrid ride. But thankfully, I wasn't worried about the speed I went early. It's just the middle stages. I wanted to relax probably a furlong sooner than she did for me. Then I felt sort of from the 900, I had to go in the pace that I wanted, and I wanted to use the 54 kilos on her back and have those chasing behind her. I know she's rock hard fit and she's bred to run a strong 7 furlongs, so rode her accordingly, but it took me longer to go for her than I would have liked, because I didn't want to rush to swapping the Persuader to my left hand and unbalance her too much, but she got the job done anyway.
She got the job done, and you held it together beautifully. Well done.
Thanks, Bernie.
All right, Ben Thompson, Rob Heathcote, they win here, and the punters nailed that. Crymenotears had the wood all over the favourite. Well, the favourite, Mary Me, she's only been able to finish up in 4th spot. So I surmise that it's because she had the 59, Maxie.
Bernie, just a correction to that time. The last split, 35.60, which is more like it. 35.60 was the final split there. 124.55 overall. Nevertheless, very tidy performance. And if we see her turn up again on the poly track, double your bet. Double your bet.
Double your bet. I wonder if he wants to ride her in a mile, Maxie.
I don't think so. He said, Rob, so what expression did Rob use?
Yeah, I can't repeat it, Maxie. I can't repeat it.
Yeah,
All
well,
right.
They knew. Congratulations. Well done.
Yeah, well done to the punters. 10 beats 9, 7 and 2. So that's it for the 8th. We've got 1 to go here at the Sunshine Coast. But for now, we're going to head to a short break. Stick around. Form Line Extra coming up on the other side.